Everyone, Sam Tyler, photojournalist with samclicks.com, checking in quickly. It's about 8:02 here in Washington, D.C., and I'm just getting in from Walter Reed Army Hospital following some pretty sad news. Most photographers can readily list the influences that inspired them to begin taking photographs in the first place. In my case, it was seeing the work and learning more about people like Roy DeCarava and Mary Ellen Mark, and obviously Nestor Hernandez. But there were others also, and one of those others was photojournalist Joao Silva, who covered conflict and hotspots around the world for about 20 years. Joao Silva, with three other photojournalists, Greg Marinovich, Ken Osterbrook, and Kevin Carter, covered South Africa from about 1990 to 1998. And you probably know this, but during this period, it was an extraordinarily unstable time in South Africa's history because it was apartheid was evolving, and ultimately it was coming to its end. And it was extremely bloody around the townships. There was violence breaking out all over the place, and when the violence would break out, everyone would run that way, away from it. But these four guys would grab their cameras and their equipment and run that way, directly into the eye of the storm. And they did it so much that the South African press, as well as the international press, dubbed them the Bang Bang Club. Because what happened, obviously, is they would grab their equipment and run into it, and they were running into the firefights, and essentially they were running into the Bang Bang. And Greg Marinovich and Joao Silva wrote this book that was published in 2000 called The Bang Bang Club, Snapshots from a Hidden War. I don't know if you can see that. And this is my copy. I've had this copy for a number of years. I've read it. And Joao Silva's work, as well as his experience recounted as they're recounted in this book, heavily influenced my decision to become a photojournalist. What they were doing in South Africa, as well as journalists all over the world, is extremely dangerous. But it's also extremely important because it provides a visual study of political violence up front. Unfortunately, Mr. Silva was covering the war in Afghanistan for the New York Times recently, and he stepped on a mine that destroyed his legs, both of his legs from the knee down. And he's recovering. He's here at the Walter Reed Army Hospital in Washington, D.C., recovering. And his family, as well as Mr. Silva, are in our thoughts and our prayers. And we wish him nothing but a very speedy recovery. If you, he has two. There are two websites. One that's Joao Silva's website. Another one that was set up for Joao Silva by Greg Marinovich. And I'm going to put both of those at the end of this video. If you'd like to send him a note or make a donation or even purchase one of his prints, he does some really amazing work, and it's worth a look. So please take a look at that, and we're going to put those up right now. Thanks.